Hi everyone, and welcome back to Rain's Art, and thank you for joining me today. So I have this lovely 8-inch hexagon, and I'm going to try something different today. I'm going to put some colours down and blow it out and see what happens. So this colour that I'm putting down here is ultraviolet. These are all global paints that are mixed with glue and water. So I'm just putting some puddles down. And the next colour that I'm using is called Lilac Sachet. And this is a lovely pink, really nice colour. And this colour here is a metallic lavender. I was experimenting here with mostly metallics just to see what would happen. That colour there is called Hansa Yellow. And usually I put my colours in bottles, but I'm in the process of washing them, so I have left them in the containers and just put some alfoil over the top to stop them drying out. And that colour there is metallic rose gold. And that is metallic fuchsia. And this is called Turquoise Beach. A very strange name, but a really nice colour, a really nice blue. And that colour is metallic mauve. I'm putting a bit more of the pink on. So that is my cell activator, which is titanium white and Australian floetrol and that's an Amsterdam paint. And then this is Lamp Black from Amsterdam, also with Aussie Floetrol. Now my idea was at this stage to try and blow these out so they look like flowers. I just don't have the knack of doing that. So I got a big straw, big fat straw that you get from the, you know, when you get bubble tea, you get the nice big fat straws, and they're plastic. So I've had this one for a while because they don't do plastic anymore. And I use that rather than just try and blow it, because I can't do that. And then I get a thinner straw and try and blow some petals out. So the colours are really nice when I blow it out. Now working on a spinner makes everything really easy. You can just turn it around like that. You don't have to keep picking it up and turning it around. And when you've got arthritis in your hands, it makes it a lot easier to do things. So one day I'm going to invest in a nice big spinner, I think, so they can use bigger canvases. And that spinner is just a cake spinner that I've got. I put a shower cap on so that when it gets really mucky I can just take it off and clean it or buy a new one, because you can get them at Kmart here in Australia for around $1 each. So at this stage I was quite pleased with it. I'm just giving it a little whiz over with my blowtorch, a little cake one you use in cooking. I'm having a look at the composition, seeing if I'm happy with it, and then wrecking it. So this, I basically did this because I didn't want blocks of colour and I wanted some movement in it. Just popping a few bubbles there. I have cut a bit out of playing with it like this because I didn't want to bore you, and I did it for quite a while. So if it looks a bit choppy, that's why I did cut pieces out of it. Sometimes I get carried away and I don't realise that I'm filming, and I can be there for ages doing things. So I did like it when it got to this point, and I did add a bit of extra yellow, as you can see there, and that looks quite nice. And then I made the mistake of spinning it, and unfortunately when you spin your work like this, any paint that you have on the edges flows off, and so I lost a lot of paint, and that big gap in the middle really annoyed me. I tried to salvage a bit, but in the end I was not happy with it. So silly me spun it again, thinking it would make things better. It didn't. It just made things worse. And as you can see, I've lost even more paint. It's not very clear on the video, but I lost a lot of paint at the bottom of the canvas, or your top. And it had that huge white bit in the middle with no colour. So I decided to change that. So I put some more colours down. So that's the lilac sachet, a bit of rose gold, a bit of the turquoise beach, and a bit of the metallic fuchsia. And just some white Floetrol this time, Aussie titanium white and Aussie Floetrol, and using my fat straw again, I gave it a blowout. And I quite liked that. There were some nice cells that popped up. So I thought I'd do it again in a different place. So one thing about painting, like this type of painting, if you don't like it, you can either alter it, add things, or you can scrape things off, or you can scrape the whole canvas off and start again. And I'm not above scraping a dried canvas and reusing that. Canvases aren't cheap. So I do the same thing here with my big fat straw there. Blow close down and lift it up as you're blowing. And that produced some nice cells too. So I decided to blow that out. Just makes a flower looking. And then I spent a bit of time just playing with it, making patterns, and I did spin it again just to spread, because the paint was very thick and I was frightened that if I left it too thick it would crack. And I always seem to have an issue with using glue and water where it crays and does weird things. But I keep experimenting with it because it's a cheaper pouring medium, and it works really well for a lot of people. I just don't seem to be able to get it right. So it was a bit of a jump cut there because I played with it for a while. And where those pink flowers are, the paint was still quite thick, but I didn't really want to spin it a lot because I didn't want to lose the shape of the flowers. So just getting rid of the air bubbles, and not quite sure what I'm going to do now. Oh, I'm going to spin it, am I? Oh no, I'm going to bring you down for a closer look. So this is what it looks like, and I'm sorry it's so short, but my camera stopped recording. But it looks quite nice close up, and I love those colours together. And that's my cat Chloe, who decided to supervise me painting.
Who is kind of friends with Willow, but not really. Hey, Grumpy Cat.
So I'll be here soon with the dried result.
Hello.
Hi guys, so this is the dried painting. So let's go in for a closer look. Oh, sorry. That's the ball I'm sitting on. That squeaky sound. So I got some nice movement here. And it dried actually quite well. I did get some thicker parts in like this area here, as you can see, but I knew that would happen because the paint was quite thick there. But I did get some nice cells. I have a puppy that's looking at what I'm doing. So all in all, I'm actually quite pleased with the results of this. Normally I wouldn't like these rough parts in here like this, but for this painting it actually gives it a nice bit of texture and a point of difference. I can't seem to figure out why that happens, other than I know on this one it was going to happen because the paint was quite thick in those areas. But in other paintings I've done, I don't know why. But all in all, I'm actually pleased with the results of this painting. I like the colours, I like the composition. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and until the next time, please take care of yourself, your family, and the people you love. Bye for now.